Hey, I'm doing Fisherman R&B in this another episode of Retro TV 91, and this time I'm reviewing Arrow Season 3, Episode 10, and what happens on this week's episode of Arrow, in flashback scenes, Oliver and Maseo have to try to find the Alpha, and it's the second half of the Mega virus, and if you put both of these together, it can destroy a whole city. And Oliver and Maseo go, and Oliver has to go through a window, and Maseo has to shoot the window. But whenever Maseo shoots the window, it's a bulletproof glass, so it doesn't budge. So Oliver has to swing back and forth 3 or 4 times to close this window. And they get in, and Oliver gets in and gets the Alpha and takes the tracking device off the Alpha. And whenever they're getting away from the Triads, Oliver puts the tracking device on one of the Triads. That way they can lead to Maseo's wife, Katana, and they can find her. And at the end of the flashbacks, Maseo says he's indebted to Oliver for the rest of his life. And then it goes back to present day, and what's happening in the Starling City is Diggle and Roy are trying to take Oliver's place until he comes back. And they're kind of failing at it a little bit. And there's a new villain that shows up named Brick. And in the comics, his power is his skin's made out of brick. But in the show, he's kind of enhanced. It doesn't really explain how, because Diggle shoots him square in the head and it doesn't kill him. And Brick is trying to get all the evidence from his associates. That way they could get out of jail and they could take over the Glades. And this is what happens. And Diggle and Roy almost stop Brick before Felicity closes the door and keeps them from stopping Brick. And the reason she does this is because she wants to keep Diggle and Roy alive, because at this point they find out that Oliver's dead, because Michael Merlin went to the mountain and found the sword but couldn't find Oliver's body. And what's happening is Maseo, as Rob of the lead assassin, takes Oliver to Katana in present day, and she brings him back to life. And that's all that really happened on this week's episode of Arrow. My question for y'all is, now that Oliver's back alive, what's going to happen with that? As always, if you've been all this signing out, guys, GG's awesome. This has been another episode of Team 91. See you next time.